What's up, YouTube? Spring G2C back. Today we got a comparison video, and we're going to be comparing the Glock26 to the Springfield XD. Two of the most talked about guns. So let's start off with a safety check on the magazine. Slide to the rear. XD is clear. Glock magazine. Slide lock to the rear. We're clear. Okay, so like I get a lot of, chitter chatter about these two guns in particular. So yeah, let's start. The Glock, a Glock's a Glock. Can't really go wrong with a Glock. I put several hundred rounds through this thing, and it runs flawless. The XD, well made, a little bit heavier than the Glock, but still runs flawless. No failure to feed, no malfunctions. So let's start with the disassembly of these weapons. The Glock, very simple. Got these two takedown levers here. Pull down, release the trigger. Glock is taken apart. Take out your recoil spring, barrel. Tear down of the Glock. As in for this XD, you want to leave the slide lock to the rear. So to disassemble this XD, you're going to leave the slide lock to the rear. And we got this lever here. I'm going to just lift that up. So till that's like that, you lift the lever up. You're going to release the slide. Pull the trigger. Slide comes off. Recoil spring. Then you got your barrel. Of course, the slide. Okay, so let's look at these slides side by side here. Pretty even. For some reason, to me, the XD barrel, the whole of it, looks a little bit bigger than the Glock. Just my opinion. But the Glock does sticks out a little bit more. Let y'all see that. And as far as the sights go, we got plastic 3-dot sight on the Glock. See if y'all can pick that up. Glock sights are pretty basic. I'm gonna change those out soon. And on the XD, we got a nice big 3-dot sight. And they're also steel, so those sights should last. So yeah, with the Glock, you get 3 10-round magazines, of course, standard. But the only difference is with this XD, you only get 1 magazine. And that's a 13-round magazine. Yep, this here 13 round magazine, but you can also get more magazines. I know Pro Mag makes them now, and this is a Springfield magazine, 16 round Springfield magazine from the Springfield store. With the Springfield grip sleeve on it. Let me put these things back together for you guys. Just get a better look at it. Put the XD back together. Just reverse the operation. Put it on. Like to slide to the rear. Just push the little tab down. Good to go. That put back together. So, like side by side, let's put a flesh magazine in each one. This magazine is loaded, so I'm not gonna rack the slide back. But let you guys see how it looks with a flesh magazine. This one's unloaded. So side by side, flesh magazines, the XD is taller. So it's a bigger gun, but as far as lengthwise, because I do have the beaver tail on the Glock, so that gives me a little more end-to-end measurement. Let you see both the sights. What y'all think about those sights? Let me know. The Glock sights are gonna be swapped out for sure. So with the XD, we got ambidextrous mag release. Can do it right hand or left, doesn't matter. Comes out. This grip safety, that's there. Trigger safety. And you know we got the loaded chamber indicator. So like you can't rack this gun back unless you got a full grip on it. Like if you're not gripping that grip safety, this slide will not rack back. Gotta grab that safety to pull the slide back. Even to pull the trigger. Can't pull the trigger without it. Got a pin indicator. See a strike, goes. Glock, basic. It's nothing to indicate anything on the Glock. So with a Glock, you just gotta know what you're doing. You just have to know, like, when I pick up this thing here, it's nothing stopping it from firing. Like, no, I doubt you miss and not get a full grip on the trigger and miss the trigger safety. So with the Glock, it's like, be careful because it's nothing. Like, I can hold the Glock like this and do it. It'll fire. So it's nothing stopping the Glock from firing. Just to let you guys know that. So always be mindful when you're dealing with any Glock firearm, because there's nothing to prevent it from firing. Just something I thought you guys should know. But with this XD, it's a lot of it. Can't even get the slide back. You know, like the trigger. Won't get a pull unless you're fully gripping the gun or you're all the way on that trigger safety. So yeah, then you got a loaded chamber indicator, fire pin, so you can know when the fire pin's out. You can feel that there. So yeah, silver, 4-way. And as far as like magazine options, man, it's pretty much all over the place because I know Pro Mag makes magazines for the XD now, but for the Glock, that's the big issue why people say, hey, I'll take a Glock over the XD, is because of the magazine variety, I should say, that you can get. So I got a few here to show you. The basic 310 rounders that comes with the gun. And then I have the Glock 19, 15 rounds. Glock 17, 17 rounds. 31 round fun stick. So yeah, the options for this Glock is crazy. You know, you can put pretty much anything in the Glock and it'll eat it. That's what we got, 3, 4, 5, 6 magazines for the Glock that we can run through at any time. So that's 10, 20, 30, 60, 70, almost 100 shots just for the Glock. And as for the XD, I just have the basic, 13 round magazine, flash fit. Then a 16 rounder. And that does give you a full size grip on the gun. So like you get a nice solid grip on this thing. Like it's solid. Like it's a real solid gun. You get a full size grip on it then, so it's a little better. Which with the Glock 2, I can get a full size grip on the Glock if I use the, let's see, we'll take the Glock 19 magazine, 15 rounds. So like this one here, it can come, get a little pinky support on it. And you can fire with it. So they do make the spacers. I just haven't ordered any yet. I don't know why, but haven't ordered any yet. Yeah, so like that's just my overall opinion of the two. As far as like what would I pick over, which one would I pick over each one, I'm gonna have to go with the XD. Just because, we do get an accessory rail and it's, it just looks cooler. Let's just say that. It functions just as well as the Glock. So both of them function very, very well. Both weapons function well. So you will not go wrong with either or. But just me personally, I'm going to choose the cooler looking gun just because it's a cooler looking gun, I guess. So like it got a little more graphics on it. So like, you know what I mean? It stands out a little more. I'm a fan of this. So like, I just like it. The design, well made. And yeah, you can put attachments on it. But the Glock, when you're dealing with this, you're just either law enforcement or, like you're going to do something because like, with this here, I can throw this in my bag, just have it on my hip or whatever the case may be, and I know like I don't have to necessarily be worried about this firearm going off or or being unsafe. But with this here, I did see someone stick a Glock down into a holster and the holster actually caught onto the trigger and the trigger safety, and the Glock went off. and shot the guy. So just be mindful when you're carrying a Glock. I mean, it's not too much more to say about it. And also, I wanted to show you guys the updates that I made to my DB15 because I know I haven't talked about it in a minute. But one, we got the ETS mag, 30 round magazine. Then, well, you guys already seen this one. One that came with it, regular steel. I got the DB15 back here. So, just make sure it's clear. It's another magazine. Bolt lock back. Clear. So yeah, upgrades I put on this would happen to be the flip up sights that's angled. I don't know if you can see it. Do have a sight on it. So this one here is green and red. Then I got flip up sights. So, you know, you can get this thing and you can go shoot there, shoot there. Like it's pretty good. So I got those. I got the side mounted sights. So yeah. Flip up sights. I did color in this one as well. Y'all see? I don't know, I spend a lot of time with my firearms, just playing with them, taking them apart, seeing how fast I could put them back together, stuff like that. So yeah, those are all the upgrades I did to this yet. I do have a hand support coming, a foregrip coming soon, just waiting on that. But I really like these flip up sights. They arrived yesterday, so I really like them. Can't wait to go to the range, sight them in. Yeah, that works pretty good. Let y'all see how they look. Close. So I don't know if y'all can pick that up, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So you go this way, that way, however you want to do it. So yeah, that pretty much it for me. Let me throw these in here, let y'all see how they look in there, just in case people want to see the ETS. It does function properly. And then I got this one. This was a PMag. PMag, 30 rounds. But I do have all these magazines, the ETS and the PMag. They both are loaded to 29 rounds. This magazine, for some reason, the steel magazine. Let me show you guys this first. I can put all 30 rounds in here, and it still, you know, I still have room to release the tension off the spring. I don't know, maybe it can take more than 30, but I don't put more than 30 in here because it says 30 on it, 223. So yeah, that's it for me. It's like, it's weird because I know like with these, like the PMag, I load this to 29 and still get a comfortable seating in there. So like that works. Even with the ETS, this one is loaded to 29 as well. And it still goes in flush, gives me no trouble. So I don't know, it's just that standard magazine can actually eat all 30 of them. So yeah.